Alright guys, time for some blue-white versus some blue-red. Blue-white typically is the better combo, but blue-red actually has an edge in that matchup, sometimes. So here we go. We're going to continue playing Azorius, but we're going to play against Izzet. So Izzet has Niv-Mizzet, the Firemind. That card is bonkers, and I have no way to deal with it. I don't think I have an Oblivion Ring. Let's just hope they don't play it. Niv-Mizzet, bonkers. We can race it though. It is still bonkers though. Alright, so let's start the duel. I'm actually thinking we're going to lose this one. Izzet blue-red was at its best at the beginning of Magic and in Ravnica. And Ravnica just had some powerful tools. This hand's actually pretty bad. This does nothing. This is good. But it's not as good against activated ability creatures. And these cards are just fine. I in a lot of ways think we mulligan this hand. I think we do. We got two flying creatures for 3 mana. We can almost cast them. We're gonna keep it. Are we on the player draw? We're on the draw, so it's slightly better. We're gonna lead on Evolving Wilds for Plains. Actually, we need to draw land, so I'm probably not going to crack it. I'm not playing anything on turn 2 anyways. The best thing I could draw would be my chick who gets, I can cast that does the aura stuff, Core Spirit Dancer. But the odds of drawing that are not as good. So there we go. Now this turn we will fetch. I hate how they put it up there though. I wish it was with your land. This turn we do fetch. We get a Plains because double white. I don't even think the deck has but one double blue card. Double white is a thing. Can I stop timer, please? Alright, we Dragonauts. That's a very good card. It actually is better than our Flyers. But we're going to go with our 2-3. Computer's not smart enough to attack us even if they don't actually have a threat. So like, even if he didn't have an instant sorcery, if he didn't have an instant sorcery, he won't attack. Because the computer doesn't bluff. At least from what I understand. As in, like, I've never really seen it do that. So I don't think it would. So, Soulforge. Have you guys heard of this game? It's coming out by Gary Games. People made Ascension. Has Brian Kibler, Pro Tour winner, 2-time Pro Tour winner? Something like that. Alright, so here I block. The reason is he's going to attack. Actually, I should have thought about this. He'll attack either way because he doesn't die. He's tapped out. The only way I lose here is if he has Gut Shot. I don't think he has a Gut Shot. Because Gut Shot's kind of be tougher to implement into this system. Okay, that's a good one. The 4-1's actually very tough for me to deal with. So what I'm going to do is put that on it. And we're just going to counterattack here. So anyway, Soulforge. It's going to be a mobile, what they call a DCG, a digital collector game. Yeah. Digital card game? I don't know. But it looks good. I participated in the Kickstarter, so I will have beta access. I pledged not a ton of money, but enough to get some cool benefits. So I'm excited. It looks good. I watched Richard Garfield and one of the other guys that was on the team, Richard Garfield, who designed Magic the Gathering. He's the originator of this game. Helped him design it, and all the sets that he helped with are pretty much the best sets in the history of Magic, including Ravnica and Return to Ravnica, I think, or Innistrad. So, yeah. His designs are typically pretty good. They are, as some would say, legit. Alright, so we're just going to play another 2-3. Now we know if he attacks that he has something. He's down to 1 card, though. So we will see. I still block either way if he attacks, because he would have to have 3 spells to get its power to 6+. So I would happily trade one of my guys for a spell and his creature. Unless it's a burn spell, like a Searing Spear. That would suck. Electrolyze is a pretty good one, too. This would force me to trade my creature for his creature. And reverberate. Wow, that's pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. So how... What you did... Okay, 1 and 2. Okay. He has 2 cards in hand. I have to chump, don't I? Considering my draws... I could draw lifelink. Yeah, I have to chump. I cannot go down to 4 against a deck with burn spells. Like I said, this is not a good matchup for me, and I stalled on land. We've drawn very unfortunately this game. I should have probably played the Mimeomancer to trade, but Electrolyze, Ace's Mimeomancer. Hence why we didn't play it. There's a lot more spells that deal 1 or 2 than deal 3. Okay, what's this? Beacon of Destruction deals 5 to me, shuffles in. Pumps. Okay, I'm not quite dead, I'm at 1. We lose this game. I have no way to gain enough life. Actually, we just lose. Oh well, we'll give it a go. I think we had a shot in this game if we had drawn some land. We had mind control, and we had another flyer. At this point, I have to draw a flyer, and we did not get there. So, concede game, we'll restart. But I'm going to continue talking about Soulforge. So, you can look it up, Soulforge, S-O-L Forge. This is actually a bad, but keepable hand, keep hand. We're going to lead on Evolving Wilds, and we will just go ahead and crack it now to get our planes. Reason is we want to cast Spirit Dancer on 2, hopefully have an enchantment cast on 3. We'll see though. So, it's a game more akin to like the WoW TCG than it is to Magic, but it looks fun. Alright, we drew up planes. I'm going to go ahead and play the Spirit Dancer. He's played blue mana, so maybe he doesn't have red. Blue mana can't kill Spirit Dancer. Red mana can. If he played a mountain, I might be a little more hesitant to play it, but I think it's still the right play to just run it out. I'd believe that the majority of his burn spells are going to start at 3, and so we're just hoping to get value before then. Well, we have almost enough mana to really get going. I'm playing the Mimeomancer. I don't want to put tokens onto the Spirit Dancer yet, but the reason we're doing this is hopefully he targets it. Also, he'd have to have Arc Trail or Arc Lightning to kill them both. And I'm putting him on not playing those since he has Electrolyze. Having multiple of those effects would be brutal, and I just don't think they would have designed the deck that way. I smell an Electrolyze coming though. Oh, Dragonauts. Oh, that's fine. Now I will snap trade those. Put it on my guy. I could have made his guy a 3/1, which let me trade anything with it, but nah. Okay, 1/3. I'm actually just not even gonna play this. Yeah, actually, let's just do this. He didn't block, really? I think the computer would snap block a 0. Yes, draw a card, please. Alright, the reason we did that is if he blocked, no value lost. But we do want to cast this on our turn, so that way he doesn't get to Electrolyze or burn it in response. So we just got infinite value because he didn't block. Because we got to draw a card and 2 damage, it's a lot more than getting 0 cards and 0 damage. So, infinitely more. Alright, so he geysers my guy for 1, so he can get in for 3. That's not good value. Also, a good reason why we did that on our turn is if he had burned my guy in response to me casting it instep, it would have been very poor for me. Alright. So now we're just... do we go all in on just getting blown out by an unsummon? I don't think his deck has unsummon. And we do have an Auramancer in hand, so if he does have unsummon, it's not the worst thing ever. There we go, we hit our land drop. We get to attack with a 4/6. And I gladly will. Now I could have just tapped it to draw a card, but we're going to Value Town, baby. If we attack him and hit, we get to draw a card. So we win either way. We're gonna go ahead and crack this. And get a Plains. Every card in our hand is white. We need white mana. Alright, so now we're at the step where we can actually play... Next turn we could play this guy, or Touch Mage. He's a 3/3, he can search the library for an aura and put it onto himself. Or we could play Totem Guide Heartbeast, get an aura, and we'll have 1 mana to cast, which we do have auras that cost 1 mana. So if he taps out, he's fairly dead. Alright, another Dragonauts, he's fairly dead. We're getting lifelink this turn. So, well, we could 3 Dreams. Put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Actually, let's just play that. Okay. So we are getting, for 1, we're getting lifelink. Where's that? For 2, we're getting mind control. And for 3, let's just go... I already have lifelink. We'll go with Griffin Guide. We'll go ahead and lifelink our guy up. He's going to block this turn. And we drew the pacifism. We win. So we obviously attack, because we have a 6/8 lifelinker. For 1 white mana next turn, we can give him Vigilance. But next turn, he's going to be huge. In reality, I don't think the opponent has an out to this unless they have Repulse or some other bounce spell. And even in that case, I'm not losing that much. Zoom out. What do we discard? We discard Island. I have discard 2? Umbra? Or this guy? I kind of have every aura I need, so I don't need the Heart Beast as much, but okay, Umbra. We discard Umbra because it does give our Auramancer a target in the graveyard. Now if he has no ways to bounce my creature, he's going to have a real difficult time burning it out. Okay, what's this? Beginning your upkeep, you may gain control of target permanent until end of turn. If you do, untap it, it gains haste till end of turn. That's pretty good.